Welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into a truly mind-blowing discovery. A small coin from UK halfpenny coin that could be worth a fortune. This isn't just any coin. It's the rare Elizabeth II halfpenny. And some versions of it are so valuable, they've been linked to million-dollar price tags. If you've ever wondered if an old coin in your drawer could make you rich, you won't want to miss this. Let's explore the mystery, the history, and the unbelievable value behind this tiny piece of treasure. Let's get started. First up, vast world of coin collecting. A select few pieces rise far above the rest. Not just in value, but in the legends they inspire. One such mythical artifact is the 1957 Elizabeth II halfpenny, a coin wrapped in royal mystique, maritime symbolism, and whispers of unimaginable wealth. Struck during a transformative period in British history, this particular coin isn't just a sliver of bronze. It's a portal to a bygone era, a snapshot of an empire in flux. And today, collectors and historians alike are hunting it with fervor. Why? Because it's said that a certain variant of this coin is so rare, so elusive, that its value could exceed millions. Yes, millions. This isn't fantasy, it's numismatic gold. At first glance, it may appear like any other British halfpenny from the mid-20th century. The elegant young bust of Queen Elizabeth II graces the obverse, rendered with stately precision, crowned and serene, a symbol of continuity and power. But what sets this coin apart is a subtle, almost hidden anomaly. The absence of the common inscription, Brit, OMN. This minor difference, overlooked by the average eye, is a massive red flag to elite collectors. Coins bearing this rare inscription, variant or with unusual errors from specific mint runs, are chased with relentless obsession. They're not just rare, they're nearly mythical. Flip it over and you're greeted with a striking maritime scene, a three-masted sailing ship powering through invisible waves. It's a powerful symbol of Britain's naval legacy and imperial strength. But it's more than just decoration. Experts believe certain 1957 issues may have been prototypes, or limited pre-release strikes, meant only for government archives or ceremonial sets. If your coin bears even a whisper of those unique production features, its value could rocket into the stratosphere. We're talking auction houses, velvet-gloved handling, and seven-figure bidding wars. It's not a coin, it's a treasure map. Now here's where the real mystery deepens. Some 1957 halfpennies, especially those originating from the British overseas, territories or specific crown dependencies, have surfaced with mint errors, off-strikes, or distinct die impressions. These mistakes are what send collectors into a frenzy. A single misaligned die, a shadowy ghosting of the Queen's portrait, or a misplaced denomination marking could mean the difference between pocket change and generational wealth. And here's the kicker. These variations are so scarce that some exist in quantities of one. Just imagine. One flawless specimen hidden in a forgotten drawer, worth more than a luxury yacht. Why is this coin so valuable? It's not just the coin, it's the story it tells. This is a piece of post-war Britain, of a young queen ascending amidst the ashes of a crumbling empire. It embodies transition, resilience, and national pride. Collectors aren't just buying metal, they're buying a piece of royal legacy, preserved in bronze. And in today's ultra-competitive coin market, where wealth is funneled toward the rarest, most evocative artifacts, this halfpenny has become the dream piece. Private collectors, historical foundations, even museums are quietly bidding in the shadows. When a piece does emerge, it sets the market ablaze. Let's talk numbers, because that's what everyone wants to hear. Although officially catalogued, halfpennies from 1957 usually fetch modest amounts. Certain rare variants have been valued by top numismatists at over $1, $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1,200,000 for a coin that once bought a stick of gum. The staggering value isn't speculation. It's based on historic sales, verified collector interest, and condition-based rarity. If your coin is in near mint condition, has the rare crown portcullis reverse, or was minted in a limited run, you could be holding a financial time bomb ready to explode into riches. So what should you do if you be in a world where fortunes are made with a click? Imagine making yours with a single silent coin. The 1957 Elizabeth II halfpenny is more than a collector's item. It's a legend, a whispered promise of wealth, and a reminder that extraordinary value often hides in plain sight. So check your drawers, open that old box of change, and look closely. Because somewhere out there, this elusive coin is waiting to be discovered. And if you're the lucky one to find it, you might just become a billionaire overnight. Second up to the at first glance, it appears modest. A young Queen Elizabeth II graces the front, the youthful laureate bust facing right, set in elegant profile, a vision of royal grace and 20th century regality. The legend around her bust reads, not with the typical Brit Omn, but a cleaner, rarer inscription, Elizabeth U. de Gratia Regina Fiadi. This striking divergence from the norm makes it a magnet for elite collectors and historians alike. It's not just a variation, it's a deviation from standard mintage that sets this coin apart from the millions. Now flip this gem over, and your heart might just skip a beat. There, in gleaming relief, a majestic three-masted ship sails to the left, a timeless image that evokes Britain's seafaring dominance, its age of discovery, and its imperial might. Above it, the proud title, Halfpenny, and below, that fateful date, 1958. But look closer. Some of these rare pieces show the crowned portcullis with chains, an homage to Henry VII, and a powerful symbol now connected to the Palace of Westminster. This dual symbol design is no ordinary minting. It's a historical tapestry woven into copper. Here's where things get electrifying. Among collectors and numismatists, whispers persist of a small, secret batch of these coins minted under special commission, intended perhaps for ceremonial sets, dignitaries, or limited colonial releases. These are not your average halfpennies. Their scarcity is beyond extreme. Some believe fewer than a dozen exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. When they surface at elite auctions or in private collections, jaws drop and bidding wars erupt, sometimes crossing into 6 or even 7 figures. Could this humble coin be worth millions today? Yes, and here's why. Numismatic experts have noted that specific characteristics, such as flawless luster, sharp die strike, and unusual inscription, can catapult the value into the stratosphere. Just imagine owning a coin so rare, so unique, that museums seek to display it, private investors clamor to own it, and global collectors place sky-high bids just to touch a piece of Britain's royal and maritime legacy. It's not just currency, it's treasure. Now picture this. You discover one of these coins, perhaps passed down from a grandparent, nestled in a box of forgotten heirlooms. You have no idea what you're holding, until an appraisal reveals the truth. It's the crown jewel of British numismatics, and suddenly, the financial world takes notice. Journalists want your story. Collectors contact you from across oceans, and just like that, you're not just holding history, you're holding a ticket to generational wealth. It's not fantasy. It's already happened before, and it can happen again. Let this sink in. A halfpenny, a coin literally worth half of 1 penny in 1958, could now unlock multi-million-dollar opportunities. It's a tale of transformation, of rags to riches, of tiny copper discs turning into vaults of gold. The demand is explosive, especially from collectors in the British, overseas territories and crown dependencies who value both heritage and the thrill of the chase. The coin's unique backstory, political symbolism, and scarce availability all combine to make it a holy grail of coin collecting. Imagine holding a coin so small, yet so powerful, it could change your life forever. The 1958 Elizabeth II half penny isn't just a piece of copper. It's a royal relic wrapped in mystery and worth a fortune. With the young Queen's laureate bust and a ship in full sail engraved with precision. This version, stripped of the usual Brit Omn, and marked instead with the rare Elizabeth de Gratia Regina Uft, isn't found in every collection. Some of these coins are believed to be part of an ultra-limited mintage, possibly crafted for ceremonial or colonial distribution, and when discovered in pristine condition, their value skyrockets into the millions. Collectors and historians have hunted this elusive treasure for decades, and when one surfaces, it sends shockwaves through the numismatic world. It's more than just a coin, it's a symbol of royal heritage, maritime legacy, and unimaginable wealth. If you own one, you could be sitting on a gold mine, the kind of fortune that transforms lives overnight. So dig deep into your old boxes, check every coin. You might just be holding the most valuable British halfpenny ever minted. the 1958 Elizabeth II halfpenny, featuring a rare inscrib. So if you've got old coins stashed away, now is the time to check. Look for that 1958 date. Examine the bust, inspect the legend, because somewhere, someone is sitting on a miracle in metal, and they don't even know it. This isn't just about money. It's about legacy. It's about discovering something the world forgot, and turning it into something the world will never forget. Your chance at fortune might be closer than you think. Hold on to that hope, and hold on to your half-pennies, because one of them might just make you a billionaire overnight. Second, up to the imagine finding a simple, copper-toned coin in an old drawer or at the bottom of a forgotten box, only to discover it's a piece of unimaginable wealth. That dream might be closer than you think, because today we're unveiling a coin so rare, so mythically valuable, it sends shockwaves through the numismatic world. The legendary 1960 Elizabeth II halfpenny from the United Kingdom, with a twist that makes it an absolute unicorn. This isn't just any halfpenny. This is the coin that collectors have whispered about in hushed tones, a coin that could change your life in a single sale. Now, what makes this particular halfpenny so incredibly rare? First, we have to look at the design. A young Queen Elizabeth II graces the obverse, her laureate bust facing right, but unlike most coins of her early reign, this specimen omits the usual Brit Omne from the legend. That's right, instead of the standard inscription, this coin bears the unique and stripped-down version, Elizabethae de Gratia Regina F. de Rtd. This anomaly alone raises eyebrows, but it's the symbolism and mystery tied to the reverse that sends collectors into a frenzy. Picture a proud three-masted ship sailing left, a motif brimming with maritime pride and British legacy, framed with a bold halfpenny and the striking date 1960 below. But some versions have an unusual variant, a crowned portcullis symbol, an adaptation of the badge of Henry VII, adding yet another layer of intrigue. Theories abound about how such a rare coin came to be. Some experts speculate that a tiny handful were minted as trial pieces or diplomatic tokens, never meant to circulate. Others believe they were struck in error, perhaps a transitional design caught between two official versions. And then there are the conspiracy theories, whispers of clandestine minting, secret royal approvals, and private collectors willing to pay anything, and I mean anything, to obtain one. What we do know is this: these rare halfpennies are virtually impossible to find. And when they do surface, the bidding wars are explosive, sometimes reaching into the millions. So how does a coin, a small, humble halfpenny, become a symbol of extreme wealth? It's not just the rarity. It's the story. It's the mystery. It's the centuries of British history encapsulated in metal, passed from monarchs to merchants, from empire to modernity. Coins like this capture the imagination of collectors because they're not just money, they're relics. They hold the weight of a nation's past and the secrets of royal decisions. When one of these halfpennies surfaces, it doesn't just make headlines, it becomes a global sensation, attracting museums, billionaires, and auction houses alike. Let's talk money. Yes, real jaw-dropping figures. While most 1960 pennies are common and valued in pocket change, this extremely rare version with the omitted inscription and unique design quirks has reportedly fetched valuation estimates as high as $2.5 million USD in private markets. That's right. Over $2 million for a coin you could easily mistake for spare change. And the market is growing more aggressive each year, with elite collectors from the Middle East, Asia, and Europe now stepping in, raising the stakes to unimaginable levels. If one of these coins were to appear at a public auction today, experts believe it could break all existing records. Imagine the moment. You walk into a coin dealer, palms sweaty, your breath caught in your throat, as you place this unassuming little piece on the table. The dealer's eyes widen, phones start ringing. Within hours your name is trending, offers flooding your inbox, journalists calling, history museums reaching out. You just became the holder of one of the... But here's the catch. Not all pennies are created equal. Most of the 1960 versions are extremely common. However, if yours carries this exact portrait, this specific inscription variation, and especially the crowned portcullis on the reverse, stop what you're doing. Get it authenticated, insured, and assessed by a professional numismatist. Because You may just be holding a coin that transforms your entire financial future. These kinds of discoveries are rare, once-in-a-generation moments that reward those with sharp eyes and a little bit of luck. So now, the question is simple. What if you're the one who finds it? What if that old box in your attic or that inherited coin jar from your grandparents hides this majestic artifact? Every great discovery begins with curiosity, with someone asking, could this be something? So I encourage you, go look. Dig through your drawers, your old piggy banks, and your family collections. Because if you happen to uncover this 1960 halfpenny, you're not just finding a coin. You're discovering history, unlocking wealth, and joining the legends of numismatic lore. And who knows, you might just become the next millionaire, or even billionaire, overnight. Second, up to the imagine holding a tiny coin in your palm. Light, modest, no bigger than a fingernail. But beneath its humble copper shell lies a secret that could change your life forever. A coin so rare, so cloaked in numismatic mystery, that its true value has baffled collectors, stunned historians, and excited millionaires around the globe. Yes, we're talking about the 1963 United Kingdom halfpenny, featuring the elegant young bust of Queen Elizabeth II, a piece that some believe could be worth millions and possibly more. Is it really just a halfpenny, or could it be your ticket to unimaginable wealth? Now picture this. 1963, a year of transition, tradition, and the tightening grip of modernity. The United Kingdom, its overseas territories and crown dependencies, were still tethered to the grandeur of the monarchy, and this coin was a symbol of that enduring legacy. But what makes this coin stand out from the thousands of others that rolled off the minting presses? It's not just the year or the metal. It's the incredible alignment of rarity, misprints, historical symbolism, and deep collector desire. Some versions of this 1963 halfpenny omit the inscription Brit Omne, a Latin abbreviation once found on earlier coins. Instead, you find the legendary title, Elizabeth II de Gratia Regina FDD, a phrase dripping with royal gravity, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. But here's where the mystery deepens. Some rare specimens bear subtle minting anomalies or die errors that were never intended to enter circulation. These elusive versions have been whispered about in collector circles, and when one surfaces, the price can skyrocket into 7 or even 8 figures at private auctions. This isn't fantasy. It's the secret world of elite numismatics, where a single overlooked coin can turn you into a millionaire overnight. The 1963 halfpenny is now being hunted by investors and historical aficionados alike, and if you happen to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, well, you might just be sitting on a treasure chest that could rival the crown jewels in raw, liquid value. The design itself is steeped in royal symbolism. One face carries the graceful, youthful image of Queen Elizabeth II, wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown of diamonds and tradition. The reverse side often features a majestic 3-masted ship, sailing to the left, a nod to Britain's grand maritime legacy. In other rare variants, the crowned portcullis, draped in chains, appears, a design echoing the badge of Henry VII, and now tied to the Palace of Westminster. This is not just currency. It's a story frozen in time, a coin that embodies the beating heart of British imperial pride and parliamentary power. But could such a coin truly be worth millions? The answer, resoundingly, is yes. In the right condition, under the right circumstances, and especially if you possess a rare die variation. A flawless proof or error coin of this denomination from 1963 can spark a collector frenzy. Imagine auction houses like Sotheby's or Bonhams flashing your coin across international headlines. Rare 1963 UK halfpenny sells for $2.5 million. Sounds like a dream? It's a dream within reach, especially now, as coin collecting surges in popularity, driven by crypto millionaires, heritage investors, and royal memorabilia hunters desperate to own a piece of Elizabethan history. And here's the twist that will really blow your mind. Many owners of such coins don't even realize what they have. They're hidden in old cigar boxes, tucked in inherited drawers, waiting to be rediscovered. You could be holding one right now, a piece so rare that collectors in Dubai, Hong Kong, or London would bid you into financial freedom. The difference Between an ordinary halfpenny and $1 million halfpenny lies in the tiny variations. A misplaced letter, a unique die flaw, or a royal seal used only for a handful of strikes. That's why it's essential to get your coin authenticated, graded, and valued by experts. Because you never know. So what does this mean for you? It means the time to act is now. Check your drawers, your attic, your inherited coin jar. Share this video, tell your friends, one of you might be sitting on a fortune. This is not clickbait. It's real, it's tangible, and it could redefine your destiny. In a world where opportunity often knocks quietly, this coin is pounding on the door with gold-plated fists. Don't ignore it. Be the one who discovers the hidden treasure, the unsung billionaire. Remember, the rarest wealth doesn't always glitter. Sometimes it's copper. Sometimes it's marked with the face of a queen. And sometimes it's already in your pocket. The 1963 UK halfpenny. Not just a coin, but possibly the most valuable piece of numismatic gold disguised as copper the world has ever seen. Look closer, and you might just find history whispering, "You're rich beyond your wildest dreams." Second, up to the imagine stumbling upon a coin so rare, so elusive, that it could transform your life in the blink of an eye. A single discovery capable of vaulting you from the ordinary into unimaginable wealth. We're talking about a British coin that many collectors and investors alike whisper about in hushed tones. The 1967 United Kingdom bicentennial halfpenny, bearing the youthful laureate bust of Queen Elizabeth II, without the usual Brit OM in its inscription. It's not just a coin, it's a hidden crown jewel, quietly waiting in old drawers, forgotten boxes, and family keepsakes. And today, we're diving deep into why this modest-looking piece might just be the key to a fortune. At first glance, the coin may seem like any other from that era. Queen Elizabeth II facing right, her youthful features immortalized in metal, surrounded by the timeless legend, Elizabeth di Grazia Regina, G, a phrase steeped in British royal tradition. But here's the twist. Certain ultra-rare variations of this coin omit the Brit Omn, Britanniarum Omnium, a subtle change that makes all the difference. This missing text signifies a rare production anomaly, a minting irregularity that catapults the coin from common to coveted in the eyes of elite collectors. It's like discovering a secret code hiding in plain sight. Flip the coin, and you're met with the stunning imagery of a three-masted sailing ship gliding proudly across the water, a symbol of Britain's naval legacy. The detail is intricate, the symbolism powerful, and the date, 1967, anchors it firmly in an era of dramatic global and royal transitions. Yet hidden beneath this artistry lies a mystery that only a handful have truly uncovered. It's not just about the ship, it's about what it represents. A journey into one of the most explosive numismatic discoveries of our time. Now let's talk numbers. Could this seemingly modest halfpenny really be worth millions? Believe it or not, yes, and here's why. In the secretive world of high-stakes coin collecting, anomalies are pure gold. One misprint, one rare variation, one obscure error can send collectors into bidding frenzies, pushing prices into 6 or even 7 figures. The few remaining 1967 halfpennies with distinct inscriptions, unique die strikes, or uncirculated conditions have been known to attract attention from elite collectors, institutions, and historical investors across the globe. This isn't just a coin. It's a financial time bomb waiting to go off in the hands of the right owner. Stories have surfaced, some confirmed, some steeped in mystery, of collectors quietly paying upwards of hundreds of thousands for just one of these ultra-rare variants. And while the majority of 1967 halfpennies remain common, there are whispered reports of 1 or 2 prototype versions with crowned portcullis backs instead of the iconic ship. These are considered holy grails. Their estimated worth? Over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1 million coin possibly sitting in someone's attic right now, just waiting to be discovered. It's the kind of life-changing find that doesn't come with neon lights. It comes quietly, hidden in your grandmother's coin purse. What makes this coin even more electrifying is its historical resonance. Minted during the height of Queen Elizabeth II's early reign, each coin captures a pivotal moment in British history. A period of global reshuffling, decolonization, and cultural evolution. Owning such a piece isn't just about money. It's about holding a tangible fragment of a monarchy's legacy, one that has ruled and reigned through some of the most tumultuous and inspiring decades in modern history. This isn't just an object. It's a portal into the past, a token of British sovereignty that's become more valuable as time unfolds. So what should you do if you think you have one? First, don't sell it to just anyone. Reach out to expert numismatists. Have the coin professionally graded and ensure it's authenticated by a leading coin authority. The difference between a regular 1967 halfpenny and the elusive high-value variants could be worth a fortune. Be patient, be strategic, and be cautious. Because if you truly possess one of these legendary pieces, you hold more than history. You hold power, prestige, and potential prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. Remember, it only takes one rare find to turn you into a millionaire. Hidden in plain sight, the 1967 Queen Elizabeth II. Halfpenny could be worth a fortune, possibly. Over in a world where financial freedom often feels out of reach, sometimes it's the smallest treasures that hold the greatest power. So check your old coin jars, revisit that dusty box in the attic, and call your relatives. You never know who might have unknowingly kept one of the most valuable coins on the planet. The 1967 Queen Elizabeth II. Halfpenny isn't just a piece of copper. For the lucky few, it's a golden opportunity to rewrite their future, one rare coin at a time.